The East African nation of Uganda seems an unlikely place to look for answers. Racked with demonic fevers, this one-time pearl of Africa has spent decades in a deep spiritual coma. Its very name has become synonymous with death. As the nursery of AIDS, and as Idi Amin's personal house of horrors. Pastor John Malindi was a teenager when the horror began.
People have been killed in thousands, massacres, whole villages being massacred. And sometimes you would not know exactly who is doing the killing.
Millions died, the bodies clogging the Owen Falls Dam and the shores of nearby Lake Victoria. It seemed things could not get any worse. They did. The news was delivered by the World Health Organization.
It was being predicted that by 1997, AIDS would be so bad in Uganda that 1/3 of the population will have died.
From the depths of the grave I called for help, and you listened to my cry. I said, I have been banished from your sight, yet I will look again toward your holy temple. When my life was ebbing away, I remembered you, Lord, and my prayer rose to you.
And they began praying day and night, day and night, day and night.
It came through a lot of crying, a lot of waiting.
There were times they had to go into the swamps and stay in the water, hidden in the papyrus reeds. So they would spend the whole day there, and in the night they would come out. And they would then get together and pray. This was deep, groaning prayer. Choose to seek God until He answers prayer. If He's not going to answer, then I would rather die seeking Him.
Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope.
Come down as the people cried out to God, and the healing process began.
I've seen the AIDS virus healed, and the doctors go, wow, I can't explain this, but there must be a God up there.
It has been recorded as one of the first countries to see a decline in HIV.
God did great things until crime rate drops 50%.
It's predicted to collapse. It's not collapsed as such, but it has been among the 3 fastest growing economies in Africa.
Uganda's churches are growing even faster than her economy.
And we went from 7 people to 2,000 people in 2 weeks.
In the presence of the President and First Lady, we covenanted the nation to God for the next 1,000 years.
Why did God move so powerfully in these particular regions? The answer is simple. He was invited.
And I think a spirit of revival works in a country. It must be invited. People must desire to have that spirit.
It's the kind of desire that deeply yearns to the Lord.
People are praying, and they're seeking God as the realization that the only way out of this mess is God coming upon us, and God cleaning up society, and God making all things new.
If my people...
We must humble ourselves under the mighty hand of God first.
If my people...
We can only move the Spirit by our prayer. There's no other way.
Let there be prayer in every area of the land, in every town, in every village, in every church.
Churches began to pray in zones. It's like bees. You can hear bees through the night. Every community praying, every zone praying.
If my people...
Lord, we need to come. We can't do it on our own, but come to us, come visit us.
If my people...
There's a price to pay for a revival. There's prayer, there's tears of repentance.
Then will I hear from heaven.
God will listen to the prayers of His people, fervent prayers. He listens to them.
And I will heal their land.
Unity is another hallmark of the present revival.
The work that God has been doing in this land cannot be claimed by any individual or any church or any ministry.
The body of Christ is coming together. I am overwhelmed.
The revival we are involved in now is for everybody.
The unity is not something you're praying for, but something you're planting.